Argo CSV FM, a new tank vehicle, a new Anvil vehicle, Anvil Hornet Ghost, Anvil Hornet Tracker, Anvil Terrapin, Mirai Guardian, MSI Fortuna, Crusader Industries Intrepid, another MSI ship, Robert Space Industries Apollo, MSI Star Lancer, Robert Space Industries Perseus, Drake Ironclad, Consolidate Outland Pioneer. These are the ships that are going to drop within the next year from now till the end of 2025. Hey, it's FC here, Big Bird himself, Fried Chicken. Today, let's take a look at the upcoming ships that are going to be coming to us in the verse within the next year. First up is the Argo CSV FM. The FM is designed for base building. It comes equipped with the medium-sized drone, so you're able to go out there and drive away from your main part of your base with the SM to be able to build more components to your base further away. I'm actually pretty excited for this vehicle to drop. I'm probably sure a lot of us are, just because it's going to give us the option to build our base mobilely a little easier. So can't wait for that to hit whenever it hits. Move right along to the very next vehicle. Now, this vehicle is a mystery. To me, I think it's a Drake vehicle or an Argo vehicle because of the wheels that it has. Or it could be something else entirely different. Maybe it's another base building vehicle that we just don't know what's coming yet. What do you guys think it is? This one has speculation around it, so I'm not going to jump too far into it. Let's move right along to the very next vehicle. Now, this is obviously an Anvil vehicle, similar to the Ballista in ways because of the main body style. But it also could be just another base building variant. There has been hints to this before in the past with some concept art design, so I'm curious if this will link into that into our near future. Who knows what it's going to be called? But now let's move on to the next two ships, which is going to be the Anvil Ghost and the Anvil Tracker. Both of these ships have been hinted at by the devs before in the past, so we know that they're coming, most likely going to drop during this year's IAE. In my opinion, I think the Super Hornet should have dropped first, but it is what it is, and you'll never know what CIG will do next. Now let's continue on to the very next vessel, which is the Medical Terrapin. You can clearly see that there is a stretcher next to this vehicle during the display, and I'm actually very curious how many medical beds this vehicle has. I have no idea. Do you guys know? Let me know down in the comments. But let's continue on to the very next vehicle, which is the Mirai Guardian. I cannot wait for this beast to drop. It looks very cool. I do not know if this concept art is real or not, or if it's altered by some fan. Who knows, but I can't wait. What about you guys? Let me know down below. But now, let's check out this ship, the MSI Fortuna. This is MSI's entry ship into salvage gameplay. So I'm curious if it's going to be even better than the Vulture, or if it's going to be an in-between between the Vulture and the Reclaimer. Only time will tell. Next up is the Crusader Industries Intrepid. This is supposed to be a starter ship. It was teased just a little bit during CitizenCon. We got a few little glimpses, and I'm probably sure it's going to be a cool little ship for whoever decides to pick it up. I do not know if it has a gameplay role though, so be wary of that. The next ship is quite a mystery. People are all geared towards saying it's a Drake ship just because of the asymmetrical wings. But I feel it's more akin to the Reliant series, just in bigger form factor. It's absolutely huge. If you look at the person next to it, it's not a small vessel. But who knows, maybe it is a Drake ship. We're gonna have to wait and find out. The Apollo has entered the game. I'm probably sure there is so many people who are super excited for this ship, all the real ones who held the line, waiting for this vessel to drop. It is finally here, and I'm sure everyone can't wait for it to drop. Hopefully its weird looking gravity medbed actually works. This one we already know because they've already revealed it to us, is dropping this IAE, and that is going to be the Star Lancer series. I honestly feel like this series is going to replace the Freelancer series without no issues at all, and I cannot wait for the base building version. I picked one up specifically so I can upgrade to the base building version whenever it drops. Hopefully the price point for the base building version is going to be right in between the Max and the TAC, but only time will tell whenever that drops. I am very surprised to see the Perseus in this list. I thought for sure that they were not working on it as much on the pipeline, but seeing it on this list saying it's going to drop in 2025 is very surprising to me, and I really cannot wait to test out this gunship. It's going to be powerful and it's going to wreck everyone out there once it drops. Next up is the Drake Ironclad. This is the base model. You could tell because you can see the tractor beam on top, and I can't wait for it. I own the Assault and it's going to be a very fun ship to fly. It's going to have armor if they implement that into the game soon enough. But this is one of my hot ships that I just cannot wait for it to drop alongside the Galaxy. And now, last but most definitely not least, we have the Pioneer, the king of base building. This is going to be a massive ship. This thing is going to be a pretty much just a flying base. It's going to be a do-it-all type of ship. I don't think it's going to be any good at combat, but you know, you can do everything in it. You can probably create and craft small vehicles inside of here, and you know, you can just live in it if you wanted to. Why make a ground base when you have yourself this right here and fly around in your own home base? And these are the vehicles that CIG has revealed to us. Usually every year they also throw in a few extra ships that they're not going to talk about. Usually during the Invictus flight, they usually put in 1 or 2 ships that are new, that are not on the list, so we can expect those to drop whenever they drop. But I'm curious about how you guys feel about the roster of ships that CIG is going to put out for 2025. Do you guys think that they're all going to drop in 2025, or they're going to get bumped back past to 2026? I'm very curious. I'm pretty upset that the Galaxy wasn't in the mix. I was really hoping that was going to be coming this year, but I gotta wait. I'm sad. Oh well, it is what it is. You can't tell CIG anything, and you cannot predict anything with CIG. And boom, that is it. Are you guys excited for the new vehicles that's going to be dropping here in the coming year, or not? Are you guys disappointed with the new roster, or excited? Let me know down in the comments. Let's spitball about it. I love responding to you guys every single time. But it is me, Big Bird himself, FC, aka Fried Chicken, out. Babak.